Not every isolation is loneliness. Not every separation is punishment. Not every quiet season of your life is a sign that something went wrong. Sometimes, isolation is Allah protecting you in ways you cannot yet understand. There are moments in life where people fall away, doors close, support disappears, and you feel like you're walking through this world alone. But listen carefully. You are not alone. You are being isolated by Allah, not abandoned by Him. Because when Allah wants to protect you, He separates you. When Allah wants to elevate you, He isolates you. When Allah wants to purify you, He removes distractions. And when Allah wants to save you, He pulls you away from what would have harmed you. Today, I'm going to reveal why Allah isolates certain people. Not out of punishment, but out of mercy. If you're in a season of isolation right now, you're going to understand why. Reason number 1. Allah is protecting you from the people you can't see yet. You see faces. Allah sees hearts. You see friendships. Allah sees intentions. You see opportunities. Allah sees traps. You see invitations. Allah sees danger. Sometimes Allah isolates you because He heard conversations you didn't hear. He saw betrayal you didn't see. He witnessed plans made behind your back. He saw the envy, the deception, the harm long before it reached you. So He pulled you away. Allah says, and Allah protects you from the people. Quran 5:67. Some people were removed from your life because they would have destroyed you later. Some connections ended because they were secretly harming your soul. Some friendships collapsed because they were draining your iman. Some relationships didn't work because Allah saw they were a barrier between you and Him. Isolation is not rejection, it is protection. If Allah took someone out of your life, trust that He saved you from something you were too blind to see. Reason number 2. Allah wants you to hear Him more clearly. Noise distracts you. Crowds drown out your heart. A busy life clouds your connection to Allah. So Allah puts you in isolation, not to punish you, but to make you hear Him. Allah says, remember your Lord within yourself, humbly and quietly. Quran 7:205. You weren't listening when life was loud. You weren't reflecting when everything was available. You weren't praying deeply when your heart was full of people. So, Allah gave you silence. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is clarity. Silence is where the soul wakes up. Think of the prophets. Musa alayhi salam was isolated for 40 nights before speaking to Allah. Yusuf alayhi salam was isolated in a well and a prison before being elevated. Maryam alayhi salam was isolated when Allah sent her rizq. Our Prophet Muhammad went to Hira in isolation before revelation came. Revelation does not come to crowded hearts. It comes to hearts that Allah empties so He can fill. If you suddenly find yourself alone, Allah may be preparing you for something bigger. Reason number 3. Allah removes you to save you from yourself. Sometimes the person you need protection from is you. Your impulses, your desires, your bad habits, your weaknesses, your attachments, your ego. Isolation is Allah saying, this environment is destroying you. Step back. This habit will consume you. Step away. These people are influencing you. Disconnect. Allah says, Allah does not change a people until they change themselves. Quran 13:11. If you couldn't change while surrounded by temptation, Allah removes you from the temptation. If you couldn't see your mistakes while surrounded by comfort, Allah removes the comfort. If you couldn't recognize your spiritual weakness while distracted, Allah removes the distractions. isolation becomes purification, a reset, a detox, a spiritual cleansing. When Allah isolates you, He isn't punishing you, He is reprogramming you. Reason number 4. Allah is preparing you for a role you can't handle. Yet, before Allah gives you something big, He separates you. He separated Yusuf before kingship. He separated Musa before prophethood. He separated Maryam before Isa's birth. He separated the prophet in cave Hira before revelation. Greatness requires isolation. Leadership requires isolation. Spiritual maturity requires isolation. Allah says, "And we tested them with ease and hardship so they might return." Quran 7:168. You cannot rise into your next chapter with the same people, same habits, or same environment. So Allah isolates you to strengthen your heart, prepare your patience, sharpen your clarity, heal your wounds, increase your reliance upon Him, detach you from dunya, build your endurance, elevate your faith. If Allah is isolating you, it's because He's preparing you for something your current self is not strong enough to carry. Isolation is training. Isolation is elevation. Isolation is transformation. Reason number 5. Allah wants you to depend on Him alone. Some people only lean on Allah after every other person disappears. Some only pray deeply after every door closes. Some only cry to Allah when they run out of shoulders to cry on. Allah says, "Is Allah not sufficient for His servant?" Quran 39:36. But many people do not feel this truth until Allah removes every support system they depended on. When Allah isolates you, He's pulling you away from false security so you can discover the only true security, Him. Because as long as you rely on people, you will break. As long as you rely on money, you will fear. As long as you rely on dunya, you will suffer. But when you rely on Allah, you rise. Allah isolates you to teach you, "I am enough for you. I am your protector. I am your helper. I am your provider. I am your companion. I am your guardian." When Allah becomes enough for you, no isolation feels empty anymore. So what happens after the isolation? Something powerful. Your mind becomes clearer. Your iman becomes stronger. Your heart becomes softer. Your purpose becomes clearer. Your habits improve. Your patience grows. Your connection with Allah deepens. You begin seeing why certain people left, why certain doors closed, why your life shifted, why Allah slowed you down, why the silence was necessary. You realize the isolation wasn't punishment. It was protection. Protection from harm, from people, from sin, from your past, and from a future that wasn't meant for you. When Allah isolates you, He is not taking something away. He is aligning you with what was always yours. So, here's the question. If Allah has isolated you right now, will you see it as abandonment? Or will you recognize it as elevation? Will you see it as loneliness? Or will you see it as Allah pulling you closer? Drop in the comments. Allah is protecting me. And if this touched your heart, subscribe for more Islamic reminders that awaken your soul. Because your isolation is not the end of your story. It might be the beginning of the chapter you were created for.